In the quiet suburbs of Leeds, England, a story unfolded that shook grieving families to their core. What began as a quest for compassionate care after tragic loss turned into a nightmare of betrayal and horror. This is the tale of Amie Upton, a funeral director whose actions exposed the dark underbelly of an unregulated industry. Amie Upton, now 38, founded Florey's Army in 2017, a baby loss support and funeral service named after her own stillborn daughter. Marketed as a beacon of empathy for bereaved parents, Upton offered services like arranging funerals and providing emotional support. But behind the facade, serious concerns emerged about how she handled the tiny bodies. Take Zoe Ward, a 32-year-old mother who endured every parent's worst fear. In 2021, her 3-week-old son, Blue, passed away from brain damage at Leeds General Infirmary. Desperate for gentle handling, Ward hired Florey's Army on a family friend's recommendation. The next day, she visited Upton's home to see her son one last time, thinking it was a funeral parlor. What she found left her screaming in disbelief. There, in Upton's living room, Blue lay propped up in a baby bouncer, positioned as if watching TV. Nearby, another deceased infant rested on the sofa. The room was far from sterile. A cat scratcher stood in the corner, a dog barked in the background, and Ward described the space as mucky and dirty. "I realized it was Blue," Ward recounted. Upton said, "Come on in. We're watching PJ Masks." Ward called her mom crying. "I was screaming down the phone. It's mucky, it's dirty, he can't stay here. I didn't want him in that house." Zoe wasn't alone. Another couple, who lost their stillborn daughter earlier in 2025 at St. James Hospital, believed their baby was safely stored at a professional funeral parlor in Headingley. Instead, more than a week later, they learned she had been kept at Upton's home, 5 miles away without their knowledge or consent. The mother noted the body was really smelly, like she'd been in there and not kept cool, raising alarms about improper refrigeration. The grandmother called it crazy, likening the ordeal to a horror film. These revelations sparked action from Leeds, teaching hospitals trust. Since 2021, they had monitored Upton's visits to their mortuaries, always requiring staff accompaniment. By spring 2025, amid mounting complaints, they barred her entirely from maternity wards and mortuaries. The trust emphasized that Florey's Army was never endorsed by them and reported concerns to police, regulators, and the coroner's office. West Yorkshire police investigated but found no criminal offenses, though they acknowledged the profound distress caused. Upton, for her part, maintained she had only received 2 complaints in 8 years and declined to address specifics. But the cases highlight a glaring issue. In England and Wales, the funeral industry remains unregulated. No laws mandate how bodies are stored, no required qualifications, no enforced standards for clean, refrigerated environments. While Scotland introduced a statutory code in March 2025, calls grow for similar reforms across the UK to protect vulnerable families. As the government considers options to elevate standards, the stories of Zoe Ward and others serve as a stark reminder: in grief's fragile moments, dignity must be non-negotiable. For those who've lost so much, the fight for accountability continues. If you like true crime content, please like and subscribe.